much with the stand. Here comes Valiulin roaring into the downhill section. Fingers and toes crossed, and he survives it. He's through safely. Now he can relax and prepare for his first shoot. Well, as we concentrate on Valiulin, I should just trying to pick up on Simon Ada's time coming out of the range. He's gone into second place, 28.6 seconds behind. Now, if he'd gone clear, he would have been some 7 seconds behind Shudov, and that would have been a fascinating situation to see if he could chase the Russian down. What he's got to do is try and put as much time between himself and Mickey Grice, who's lying in third at the moment. So Austria looking for a medal. Simon Ada, who just got into the World Championship team by hitting form in Antolz, has justified his selection. Always difficult when you're the son of the coach. But to be honest, Alfred really didn't have too much say in the situation. Could prove to be expensive for Valiulin. Still waiting for the last group, well, the last starters in the last group to get underway. Names you need to watch out for: Danny Mestic of Austria starting 94. Mickey Grice finishing, and does he get second? He should do. He does, easily. 24.6 seconds behind. Now, that gives Simon Ada some skiing to do, because Mickey Grice has taken 12 seconds out of Maxim Shudov on that last 2.5 kilometers. Excellent skiing from Grice, good pacing, and he's earned himself the silver medal position at the moment, but with plenty of big names still to come. Oss is one of those. 5:35, time is respectable, not the best, but okay. Nine seconds down for Oss as he came into the range, and well, he's going to be way off the pace now with that missed target, and the Norwegian coaching team obviously disappointed with that. Well, they've got an anxious wait. I wonder whether they wish they'd put at least one of their runners into Group 1 with the conditions so difficult to predict. I am very, very surprised that they didn't spread their talent out a bit more. They've got 2 in Group 3, they've got 2 in Group 4 as well. Simon Fourcade, 24 now, the older of the 2 brothers. Martin Fourcade starting 1:08. Simon took a top 3 at the beginning of the season, and he's kept himself in contention here. Excellent start, and France are starting to show what they can do. They really do need a medal from these championships to give their whole federation a real boost. It's been a disappointing season for them. He's only 6.5 outside. If he can keep that margin, then he may well challenge come the end of the race. Halvard Hannevold, usually so good with the rifle. Hannevold 8 seconds behind as he entered the range. He's shot clear. He won't be much more than 10 to 15 seconds down as he comes out, and suddenly he's starting to think in terms of medals as well. 39 years old and still as eager as ever. 13.2 the margin. 6th place, much closer race, this men's sprint than the women's a little earlier on today. Germany with gold and silver, Russia taking the bronze. Mickey Rush, seems an age since he was in for his first shoot. 14 minutes or so, the middle loop on this course, 5 kilometres. Oh. Well, you can almost hear the groans from Berlin with those 2 misses going wide, and that is not what they were expecting from Mickey Roche. Jonsson of Sweden gets himself into 5th, just where Helena Jonsson finished earlier on today. So the Swedes are there or thereabouts. 2 penalties, and already he's 8 seconds outside the fastest time. Add another 45 minimum to that. So Mickey Roche, if he gets within 35 seconds of the fastest time today, he'll have done well. Clear in the first shoot for Fach. Big moment for Croatia. Could be their best result of the season so far. Oh, number 10 has gone wide. How many times have we seen that today? A moment of disbelief. Simon Eder, 30.1, he's got 3rd. He's run out of puff on that last loop. He's been out-skied by Mickey Grice, who took 12 seconds out of shoot-off. So Eder is a bit disappointed, and that may well mean that he won't medal. Lars Berger, he could if he skis well today. Beautifully balanced. The rough conditions won't bother him at all. This course could be made for Lars Berger. All he's got to do is shoot well. It's a big ask. Now, Makaviv of Russia. Just a few seconds outside his teammate Shudov at this stage. Well, 10 seconds behind at the beginning of the shoot. Makaviv certainly taking longer than Eder and longer than Shudov to clear the targets. But he's fairly close to the end of the range, and his time, he comes out 13.4 behind, pretty much on schedule with the likes of Halvard Hannevold. Maddie Nielsen. As I mentioned, Wolfgang Pichler in charge of the Swedish team, both men and women's, not to be confused with Walter Pichler, who is in charge of the British team. Shudov still has the fastest time before the first shoot, and he started pretty early, number 19, but Mickey Roche is up there as well, starting 62. 96, Ilmar Brichis has had a good time over the first 1.3 kilometers, so no real indication that the speed of the snow is changing. Wind conditions, well, it's certainly calming down, which makes it easier for those who have started later, so maybe the Norwegians have got that part right. All they've got to do is shoot well. British has got a fair amount of hair. Have a look at that to see how much the shots are likely to be affected. Well, it was blowing 22 to 23 kilometers an hour at the start of the race, so he's certainly got better conditions. Shudov, Grice and Eder, the 3 leaders in the stadium at the moment. 24:45.6 is the leading time, held by Maxim Shudov, shooting 10 out of 10. Very few of those who have finished have gone clear. Ivan Jola has gone clear for Switzerland. He's lying in 9th position at the moment, and I can't see anyone else. So that is 2 out of the first 50 athletes shooting clear. What can Lars Berger do over the first 1.3? Nice and steady, good effort from Lars, only 2 seconds outside. It's all about tactics for Berger. He's capable of taking Shudov apart over the snow, but he knows that if he does that, his chances of hitting the targets are next to 0. Landertinger for Austria. Now this is competitive despite the fact that he has missed in the prone. Can he hit 5 out of 5 in the stand? Well, he's done it before. He did it in Antolz, the last round of the World Cup before heading out to Korea. Four out of 5 could give him a top 10, 3 out of 5, and he's going to be struggling to make the top 15. So bad mistakes from Landertinger in the closing stages. Here comes Carl-Johan Bergman, a man who's got a World Cup win behind him. Can he add a world title to his list of successes over the years? 11.8 outside, steady start from Bergman. Lars Berger coming in to shoot for the first time, and as he does so, we've mentioned the 3 leaders: Schudoff, Grice and Ada. Darius Emler in 4th at the moment in the Finnish arena. Thomas Sikora, the World Cup leader in the sprint, is in 5th. Magnus Jonsson of Sweden in 6th. Martinelli of Italy has had a great run. He's in 7th position. And Roman Prima is in 8th at the moment. Now all those could move down if Lars Berger can clear all 5. Well, he has to break the position. That's not a good start from Berger, and 2 or 3 valuable seconds thrown away as Mickey Rush comes across the line. That took a bit of time to stop. Might find that is, I think his transponder must have broken. We missed him coming out of the range, and they missed him going across the finish as well. Lars Berger with 4 out of 5. It's maybe enough to ruin his chances of taking the gold, because when Ada, or when Schudoff goes clear, he puts himself in an incredibly strong position. And is Berger going to take 25 seconds out of him? Good run from Fak, a very good run from Fak. Best we've seen from him for a long, long time. And he gets himself into the top 6 for now. Will he stay there? We'll have to wait and see. Bergman is one man who could push him outside. Stefan Eklund scoping for the Swedish team. Well, it's all going wrong for Bergman on the first shoot. That's bitterly disappointing for Wolfgang Pichler. 3 out of 5. And although not a lot of emotion shown there, that will be a gutting experience for Eklund, because Bergman was one of his big chances of taking a medal today. 2 loops to ski, and then he can get back on the racecourse. He's got another 2 laps of the 2,500 meters to go. Number 121 is the last of the Swedes, Bjorn Ferry, choosing Group 4. And, well, the race started an hour ago. So he should be on the course very shortly at 121. 30 seconds in between each of the starters. And it still leaves us with some pretty big names to go. Christoph Steffen going 119. Zhang of China going 120. Very quick when he's on form. Bjorn Ferry 121. Bjorn Dahlen of Norway starting number 122. Him and Ferry should work together nicely to